Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests. You know, while I was sitting here and on my way to Joburg, I was thinking, on most occasions, people are running away from diseases. And why is that the case? Then it occurred to me that, you know, perhaps I can create 3 types of diseases and let people choose. And I'd see the ones people would like to choose. I came up with 3 diseases. The MM disease, the LDK disease, and the TM disease. Let's begin with the MM disease, the money-making disease. Imagine, by just chewing this pill, you could like become a human money-making machine. I mean, all your debts, all your worries, trips to Las Vegas, trips to Paris would be sorted by just chewing this pill over here. You know, it's quite simple. All you have to do is just touch whatever it is you're touching, and voila, it turns to cash. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, imagine taking your kid to the best schools in the world, driving that expensive car that you've always dreamed of, and getting rid of some people you don't like in your life. Because this is how it works. You can just touch a person, and if they're 30 years old, that's like 30,000. If they're 60, it gets better. That's like 60K. And it goes on and on and on and on. So please stop looking at the old people in this room. Right? Okay. So that's the good thing about it. You're going to be able to live your life to the fullest. But then, there's a problem with this disease. Everything you touch turns to cash. Even the money you touch will turn to cash. The people you touch will turn to cash. So you can imagine, when you're sitting in the living room, and you're looking at your dad, he's 87. You're going to look at him. No, that's a bad idea. But you're going to look at him again. You're going to tell yourself that this is wrong. And you're just going to walk to him and just try to say, hi, Dad, and problem with this disease, you're going to end up with a lot of money. But what are you going to use it on? It's just going to be you. You won't be able to buy anything or touch anything. So money is really not in everything. Let's get rid of that. Let's look at the second disease, the LDK. This is my personal favorite. Richard was talking, and Willem later, that you know what, the hardest thing in the world is approaching a lady and asking her out. That's like the second greatest fear, next to death. You know why? Because your tongue becomes a bit heavy. You run out of your saliva. Your knees start wiggling and you just can't move. I noticed the 2 gentlemen at the back were checking out the ladies in this room. But because we don't have the confidence, this would solve that. Imagine, all you have to do is take this pill, the LDK disease, and then voila, you just look at a lady and she's yours. That's just simple. All you have to do is look at her and she will fall for you. You know, the greatest thing about being a man is being appreciated for your masculinity, for your looks and all of that. So with this, you can just look at each and every lady you want and voila, they're yours. You know, there's no limit on the number. So now, with this disease, I think we're going to have a lot of fights. And you know, guys, they're going to fall for the same girl. And it's going to be an issue of this guy taking him, tomorrow it's that guy, tomorrow it's that guy. So you can't really marry a person. So with the LDK disease, not the best disease. Let me just get rid, let me just hold on to that. Let's look at the Toastmasters disease, the TM disease. You know what happened? I got kicked out of church. I got kicked out of a political youth rally. I used to be in politics, the honest politician, and I got kicked out. So at this meeting, the president of the club was talking. Brothers and sisters, we need to move forward. We need to be democratically, you know, we need to we need to like, get to the people. We need to like, you know, we need to understand what the people want. So he's jumping around like, you know, like, we need to get support of the people. The president, he goes up, he's jumping up and down, and you know, people are ululating, whoa! People screaming, yes! This is the guy we want, and people are so happy. And I'm like, no! What are people doing? No, you get down! You know, I had that. And then a certain gentleman stood up. He's like, you know, I feel this guy has direction. This guy's gonna take this land to the next level. We're gonna be rich in the next 10 years. We're gonna be rich in the next 40 years. I was so furious. A certain lady stood up, you know, I feel this guy is advocating for women's rights, women empowerment, and all of that. Then it was my turn. So I stood up. The president had 67 hours. The president didn't use gestures to portray what he's trying to say. He was not supposed to jump up and about. He was supposed to, you know, stand in one position and act like a president. You know what happened? I got kicked out. But then, let's look at all these diseases. You can't live with money, because I've shown you that money can't get you anywhere. And with ladies, you can't always have all the ladies in the world. But what you can have is a good speech, good structure, and be able to be kicked out of political youth rallies. Thank you.